And with the starting lineups, my partner, Justin Drafford.
Let's go with the away team first. Elizabethtown Community College. Number 11, Ryan Tinsley. Number 20, Matt Sloyan. Number 21, Matt Whitehouse. Number 25, Jurian Royal. And number 32, Christian Hale. And for Jefferson Community and Technical College, number 1, Jarrett Morgan. Number 3, Carson King. Number 20, Alan Almanza. 35, Chris McCraw. And number 50, Connor Hennis.
That's one of those names you can't say, but you got to not say it.
Well, you have the
twice in a row.
You have the pronunciation. So got you clarify that.
All right, we're getting ready to start. Getting ready to tip off our referees for the game: Mike Eastwood, Russ Hall, and Mark Young. Mark Young is a big guy.
Yeah. I believe he played basketball back in the day.
Yeah. If he didn't, he missed a heck of a chance. All right, Jeffersontown with the ball. They're throwing it around the outside, trying to find something open.
It looks like E-Town's wanting to play a pretty tight zone here. Compact and make them shoot threes.
I'll tell you, folks, this Jeffersontown is a big team.
Yeah, every player is over 6 feet. They don't have one player underneath 6 feet.
Of course, we do want to remind everybody that is basketball height. It's exaggerated just like football weight. And number 21, Matt Whitehouse with the basket. And number 3 puts out the outside shot, no good. And rebound inside by Elizabethtown. They're bringing it down. They're not in a big hurry. And it looks like man-to-man all the way for Jeffersontown. No, Jefferson. E-Town looking around, put a shot up. It didn't hit anything. And that should have been an out of bounds. We could see it better than they could, but he stepped out of bounds and he didn't establish inbounds. And the basket is good. And it'll be +1. Matt, I believe it's Matt Sloyan.
Yeah, Matt Sloyan with the
bucket. He confused me because he got the wrong name. And the foul is on number 3, Carson King. That's his team first. Sloyan trying to complete the three-point play. It's good. 5-0. They've got a tight zone in there. Like my man said, they're going to try to make him shoot from the outside. They have a big inside advantage. You want to take.
Yeah, with the team that's as tall as Jefferson is, he almost have to do his own.
That was way outside. I didn't like that behind the back because it wasn't too pretty. And foul. He kept banging on him, and finally he got Alan Almanza got the foul. That's his first. Now there should be a team foul up there. They didn't bother to put it up. He will in a minute. Oh, there he goes. He's got it. And he put up a layup on the other end. That was Carson King.
That's his second foul. Yeah, it looks like he's coming out in the first half.
He didn't last very long, did he?
That's 2 quick ones.
I'd say that's their point guard, too. That's not something you want to start with. Oh, and he fumbled it inbounds on the inbounds play. And Almanza put a little bunny layup up. At least he didn't compound it by making a bad play on a foul. And he didn't hit anything, including not anything at all. And number 1, Jarrett Morgan puts it in. And And another steal, and he throws it over him. Garrett Morgan with another one, and I feel a timeout coming. If he doesn't call a timeout now, he's missing a heck of a chance. Well, I guess if he gets all new people in there, it won't be too bad. Coming in, number 3, Ryan Sizemore, and number 15, Kyle Bryant for E-Town. And they have not handled the ball very well, Justin.
No, they have point guard to get him out of this half-court or full-court trap that Jefferson's doing.
Jefferson loses their point guard, and E-Town goes to pieces. I can't quite understand that.
Well, they've amped up the pressure and caused enough turnovers to give them the 8-5 lead.
That was a real good drive by number 15. Kyle Bryant. I wonder what Joel has over there. He doesn't have the lineup, I don't think. He keeps getting them wrong.
Well, we got a player that's shaking up. Yeah.
They're holding him over there. He must have.
Looks like he got hit in the face. He's a little.
Yeah, he looks like he's in Never Land right now.
Yeah, he was wobbling a little bit. The referee had to hold him up.
He was leaning. He was trying to fall down, and the referee wasn't going to let him.
Number 1 for Jefferson is also bleeding. Looks like they collided heads.
Boy, that's one way to take out a lineup. And they're both kind of woozy over there. And this one kid's not playing no more today. If they do what they ought to.
Yeah, he could possibly have a concussion.
Yeah, you could tell the way he was leaning over there, wobbling around. He was hurt.
The way he's walking across the court right now, you can tell he's not.
Yeah. And that's 33, Brendan Rowland. Whoa. That's a big cut on this number 1. And number 1's had a few baskets there. Yeah.
That'd be a big loss if they lose
2 quick bunny
actually both
layups.
of them.
And now they're doing the old, and if you've listened to us, you've heard me talk about this before. This new blood policy, you've got to really watch what you're doing out there and really pay attention, and it takes a while to get the blood up if you do it the way you're supposed to. And I hope the camera doesn't show him because he's not doing it the way he's supposed to.
Is there a specific way that
you're supposed to have gloves on? Oh, yeah,
Oh.
there's a procedure for this. It's kind of like those new light bulbs they got that if you bust them, it's a hazard. We've never broken a light bulb before, have we?
Not that I know of. Yeah, it's news to me.
Yeah. This Jefferson team has 2 6'9" ball players and 2 6'7" ball players and 1 6'6". Now that's big.
That's a college team right there.
I want to remind everybody, this is basketball height. I've already seen one. If he was 6 foot, it shocked me. But nobody's under 6 foot on the team. That's what they say, so that's what we say.
Oh.
And we've got, looks like 4's in the game. Trey Tinsley. No, wrong one. Ford. Dominique Davis is in the game. And number 20, I think he came out for a bit, and he's back in. I think that's who it was, Almanza. And number 50, Connor Hennis. And 23, Malik Dalton is in the game. And he fell on the floor. And I was watching the McCracken St. Mary game the other night, and one of the players fell down, rolled over, and they didn't call a walking. Interesting.
I guess that's the difference between high school and college
No, it
refereeing.
wasn't any different. All right, Tinsley's trying to figure out something open. And it was an errant pass. I think he was trying to give him on a little alley-oop action there. And
Yeah, just threw
it
a little
wasn't
bit
even
above
close.
him.
And Jefferson almost had a steal there. Number 4 drives it in, and he's fouled on the attempted layup. I believe that's on. I can't see that far.
I think it was on number 3,
Number
Ryan
3.
Sizemore.
Ryan Sizemore. That's his first. We have 3 team fouls. Oh, yeah, 3 team fouls on Elizabethtown. No, 1 on Elizabethtown and 3 on Jefferson. I've got it right. And no good. And E-Town with the rebound. Bringing it down the court. Kyle Bryant with the basketball. This is the kid, isn't it, with the quick first step?
Yeah.
And he didn't make it, but E-Town with the rebound. And he tried to force something up to get a foul, and there was no way he was going to get it. And then the kid down there makes a great steal and throws it away. That was Jurian Royal. Into the game is number 2, Eric Winburn.
Well, it was a good hustle to get the ball. Just you couldn't corral it. That's when you jump stop, hold the ball, and wait for your guard to come pick it up.
Jefferson down. Takes it back outside. 3-pointer, no good. And Tinsley with the rebound. Ryan Tinsley. Good thing he picked that up. He was going to get called for one right there.
And shot clock down to 7 seconds.
That was a nice block. Nice block.
Perfectly timed on that one.
Throws it outside for the open 3. No good. And with the rebound, 30. Brings it back outside. That was a good decision there. 2 with another one up. No good. And they almost stole it. Couldn't quite get the handle on it. Goes in, misses, but he's fouled on the play.
I've never understood how, if this team is as big as their roster says they are, why don't they go inside more?
I don't know.
They're obviously a lot taller and stronger inside.
The foul is on number 21, Matt Whitehouse. That's his second team foul. And Alan Almanza put one up, no good. Into the ball game, number 41, Brandon Holcomb. Second shot's up, no good. And Bryant with the rebound. He can get up there, can't he?
Yeah, he definitely has a vertical that's just freakishly athletic.
Kind of looking for something, but he's getting called at 1 more second. I think he's it. Ooh, that was close.
Dribble just in time.
Boy, that was close. What?
Yeah, I say dribble just in time.
Yeah. Three-point up, no good. And Jefferson down with the rebound. Eric Winburn with the ball, bringing it down the court. Gives it over to number 20, back over. We're throwing it around the outside, trying to find something open. This kid loves to shoot, doesn't he? He made one finally. That's the third one he put up. Made that one. Eric Winburn with the 3. 12-7. J-Town in the lead. I'm going to have to quit saying that. It just seems like it ought to be Jefferson down. Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson
Community and Technical College, not J-Town. All right, E-Town with the ball, bringing it down the court. And he dunked it. I mean, he got up there. Kyle Bryant with a nice-looking dunk, and that took no effort at all. And he was bugged in there. Just take your pick on which one. It was 21 they called for it, and that's Matt Whitehouse.
That's his second foul.
Second foul. That was pretty quick, too. Throwing it around the outside. Brings it inside. And E-Town with the rebound. Bringing it down the court. Antone Miller with the ball outside. Matt Sloyan. Beautiful pick in there. Puts it up. No good. Jefferson down. Jefferson is commanding the boards at this end especially. E-Town is not getting in there at all. And that ball hit nothing except a defender that knocked it out of bounds. It's still Jefferson's ball. And whoa,
he almost threw it away.
Throwing it around the outside again. 41 missed the bunny layup, I guess is because he's fouled on the play. And that foul was on number 25, Jurian Royal. That's his fourth team foul. At the line, 4-2, Brandon Helcom. No good. And we have a couple players coming into the game. For Jefferson, number 3, Carson King, and number 20, Alan Almanza. Have we seen one of our boys back? I think he's number 11's on the bench. Isn't that him?
Yeah.
I can't see the number. The other one probably doesn't know where he's at yet. Beautiful pass, and he put that layup quick. Put it up there quick. Jurian Royal. That's something you like to see, Justin. Put it up quick. Don't give him a chance to block it.
Yeah, because he saw him coming behind him.
Number 30 put his hands on him, and you can't do that. When a guy's dribbling, you can't put your hand on him. You put your hand on him, they don't know whether you're pushing or not pushing. Yeah, he's not back in. He's not going to be back in the game again. Oh, he got bailed out there.
Hey, who's on here? Talk. Chris, don't let him come in.
Yeah, he looks really dazed.
Good job. Hey, let's go pick down here. Let's go pick.
What they need to do is take him to the hospital.
Yeah,
but checked out. He's in bad shape.
We have a hospital right across the road over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you saw, he had a pretty nasty cut above his eye.
He couldn't even walk, folks. And it wasn't because he was hurting on his legs. He just his mind isn't telling him how to walk. 2. I'll tell you, I was surprised that 41 gave that ball up, aren't you?
Yeah.
Brandon Helcom. He's starting to play a little bit better ball than he did the first couple minutes of this game, Justin. First couple minutes, it looked like it hit his hands. It was going to be flying.
For number 2.
Yeah.
There.
And the ball came back to E-Town. Puts it up, no good. And he thinks he ought to get a foul on that. I don't know why nobody touched him.
Yeah, he just fell on his own on that out of bounds.
And number 2. And which was that? 30.
That's 2 fouls on Miller.
2 on Antone Miller. They're getting a little foul trouble. In the ball game for Jefferson, Connor Hennis. Coming out, Chris McGraw. And it's good. 15-11. Jefferson in the lead. He hasn't really hit his stride on his shots. They did make that one dunk, but
it looks like they're trying to get him going there.
Yeah.
Running plays for him and having him come off screens. Just got to get his touch.
50. I'll tell you, that was just about as ungraceful as anything I've seen. And I'm surprised they didn't call for a walk just because it looked up. You know? All right, 20. Sloyan bringing it down the court. And 25 for E-Town.
He looks like he cut his finger.
Cut his finger.
There's a lot of blood already.
Blood everywhere. This is a bloody game. So Matt Sloyan coming out and coming into the game. Number 21, Matt Whitehouse. And into the game for Jefferson is number 4, Dominique Davis. And E-Town trying to find something. And that was going to be a foul. It's just a matter of when. He bodied him up and thinks, oh, I didn't do anything. What in the world that guy picking on me for? Alan Almanza is wrong. He fouled him big time, didn't he?
Well, when they raise their arms like that, they don't think they get with the body.
Yeah.
They forget about their body.
He bodied him, and really he could have called it a little bit quicker.
Yeah,
No
he
good.
had his hands up.
Yeah.
He didn't give him with his hands. He got with the body.
Yeah. But that big body. And in the ball game, number 30, Khalid Minor. And who's the other one? Number 32, Christian Hale for E-Town. Second shot up, no good. He missed them both. Kind of hard to get back in the game, missing 2 free throws like that.
Yeah, free throws are the most important part of the game down the stretch.
Yeah. Shot up, no good. And E-Town with the rebound, bringing it down the court. Sometimes they look like they're in a hurry, but unless Kyle Bryant has the basketball, they're not going to be in a hurry. And a steal by number 4, and he tried to get rid of that ball, thinking if he got rid of it, he'd be all right, but he was running them over. It didn't matter what happened. You know?
Yeah, that was a good awareness by Miller to take that charge.
Yeah.
Knowing he was out of control making the pass.
Dominique Davis with the foul.
Nothing easy, Brandon. See the ball, Connor. Eric, see the ball.
He yelled at him. I guess that was supposed to do something. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt him, but we have 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. Bryant with the basketball. Gives it over. And he kind of likes to drive, that guy does. I haven't seen a lot of luck, and he got a 3-pointer, wasn't it?
They called it a 2.
2.
Toe on the line.
Toe on the line. They've started getting on, too, not letting him have that shot. And here we go, down the court. In a hurry. Man,
he almost threw it out of bounds.
That's close you can come to throw one away without doing it. And he walked. And in the ball game, number 23, Malik Dalton, and number 35, Chris McGraw. And we had a kid that didn't bother to check in. That was number 5, Monte Kaufman. Did you see that?
Just ran into
He
the court.
just kind of ran on the court, and nobody said anything. He's lucky. And I'll tell you, that kid looks like a freight train. And three-point shot from the outside, number 23, Malik Dalton Jr. And we have a timeout on the court. It's a 30-second timeout. Well, Justin, what do you think of the game so far?
Well, I think E-Town came out wanting to slow the pace down. They zoned. They took their time in the offense, wanted to get good shots. But it looks like Jefferson's really pushed the pace. They started trapping them on full-court pressure, and they really forced turnovers and took control of this game. It's going to be interesting to see if E-Town can slow back down and get back in this game.
E-Town scored the first, 6?
Five points, yeah.
First 5 points, and it didn't take long because of turnovers for the Jefferson to get right back in it.
It was a quick 6-5 or a 6-point run.
Yeah.
Get back in the lead.
The kid that got knocked out scored 2 quick baskets.
It looks like both of them were off the bench. Number 1 was on the bench sitting with them. Looks like he went back to the locker room.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to watch that kid.
Yeah, number 33 was really woozy.
I would say one was hurt bad, but the problem was he wasn't hurt near as bad as and we have either a out of bounds or a shot clock. Doesn't matter. It turned over.
Yeah, both the turnovers.
Yeah. In the ball game is Ryan Tinsley and number 4 Trey Tinsley. They're twins. And I might have been just led wrong. I was led to believe they're pretty good ball players, but they didn't really play good the first game we played. Maybe they'll turn on in this one. And he called a timeout. Got the call.
That was good awareness to get that timeout before.
Yeah.
They got a jump ball.
Elizabethtown.
It's going to be a full one.
Standing up looks like maybe a quick 30.
Well, they're sitting down. One's sitting down, one's standing up. We just keep it here, folks. This, I'm going to tell you, this Kyle Bryant, if you didn't see the first game we played here against them, Kyle Bryant had the quickest first step I believe I've seen this year on the court. Now, there's one person that thought that he saw, other than out here, a kid with as quick a first step, but I don't think he saw one any quicker than that.
Oh, yeah, Chase Clark said he saw the play against Anthony Hickey, who's playing in at Oklahoma State right now.
Yeah.
So he's a Division I, but it's hard to tell because watching Kyle Bryant live, you can really tell he has a quicker first step than anybody else out here.
And we don't want to tell Chase Clark this, but if he got schooled by Hickey, that means he got schooled by 2 people. because Chase is not one that fails to get a guy.
Yeah, he can usually stay in front of people.
He'll stay with them all the way, but he couldn't. I'll tell you, he was left in the dust with old. But Kyle Bryant has not got going. He had that one slam. What does he have, points? Does he have 4?
Yeah, he has 4.
4?
Well, this happened last game. He started out with 4 points against us, and the second half he came out strong with, I believe, in the 20 points.
All right, here Tinsley coming up the court, and he turned it over. He was in a real hurry, and Ryan Tinsley just lost control of the ball and got it stuck on his hip and walked. And throwing that thing around, and number 2 is not in the game now. Wow. 35, Chris McGraw with the basket. He almost got it stuck on his hip. Maybe the ball is a little sticky. And a bad. What was bad about that, folks, is it was a terrible pass, and 50, for some reason, got stuck on him. And when he got stuck on him, he got the foul, didn't he?
Yeah, and he admits it. He says, "Yep, I fouled him."
Yeah. That's his first. He's a little slow. He's big, but he's slow. He's 6'6". And I was going to say he's almost waited too long for that one. He got fouled on the shot, and I think it's a 2-point. Yeah, it's 2.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2-point.
It was inside the line. And we'll have 2-shot foul, but both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way. 2 shots. Shots up and good. Trey Tinsley with 1. And the second shot's up, no good. And Jefferson looking around, gives it over 50. Over 4 with the shot up, no good. And, a nice rebound dunk. That was nice. Lid Minor.
Yeah, nobody boxed him out. He came through.
And he missed the layup, but he was fouled, so that's an excuse for not making the layup. They're starting to foul pretty hot and heavy now. Bryant with 2 shots. Fouls on Khalid Minor. Did he make the first one?
Yeah, he made it.
See if he can make them both. And it's good. And it's 24-15. They need to keep this here. We don't want this thing to get to double figures, and it just did. Malik Dalton Jr. with a nice little running
floater
shovel shot, little floater. Bryant says, I need to make something happen here. Walk. Man, these kids, they get in such a hurry.
Got to dribble first before you start walking.
Drop, then step. Oh, he almost got that. And Bryant with the steal. Lays it in. That helped. That helped. We have a foul on the play. 50 was fouled.
That's going to be his 3rd foul on Matt Whitehouse.
Matt Whitehouse with 3 now.
Yeah, he should be out for the rest of the half.
I would think so, but, whoa. Did he take White? Yeah, he took Whitehouse out. No, he didn't.
Yeah, he's coming
He
out.
did? Okay, he's
That
coming
referee
out.
had to.
I knew he got the wrong one there, and I... All right. Connor Hennis with 2. 1 and 1. 1 and 1. And they couldn't get the rebound. That's unforgivable. You got to get the rebound. You got the inside position. 2 within the game, and he was fouled on the play. He is back in, folks. Eric Winburn. He tries to make a lot happen out there. That foul was on number 42, Michael Lee. That's his first. Both teams with 18 fouls. And he's going to try to make it a 10-point lead. And he does. 28-18, 5:58 to go in the first half. And he isn't bleeding anymore, folks, so he's back in the game. Jurian Royal, 25. He missed a chance to throw it in. Gets a lot tougher when you try to make that second one. I don't know why he just doesn't drive on 50. 50 can't stop him without making a foul,
Yeah.
Oh, and he thought he'd stole it, but he fouled. And I'm gonna give Bryant the benefit of the doubt. If he stole it from Bryant, He probably fouled.
No, I didn't see the foul. Well, those guys blocking me, so I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
But I'll just agree with you.
1-1. No good. Bryant's having a tough first half. That's as close you can come to walking as you'll ever see in your life, folks. They're throwing it on the outside, wanting that three-point shot, and he gets it, and it's good. Carson King with the three.
There's that first step.
Bryant outside three. Tinsley.
Even when Bryant doesn't score, that first step brings help defense able to kick it out for the open three.
That's right. If you don't get on him, he will eat you alive, and there's some more blood. Man, we've got a bunch of bleeders out here, don't we?
Man, something's going on.
I haven't seen this much blood the whole rest of the other part of the year.
I don't think we've ever had anybody bleed the rest of the year.
Yeah. All right, number 2, Eric Winburn bringing it down. I believe he needs to tuck that shirt in. It's flopping all over the place. See, he'd have made that shot if he'd have. And one of the Tinsley tried to get the ball. The other Tinsley tried to save it, and neither one of them did anything. Jefferson's ball. Winburn throwing it in. Trying to find something, and they just throwing it across the court. And outside, three with a two-pointer, no good. That was in, halfway down, came out. Bryant with the basketball. Around the outside, Tinsley, a three-point shot up, it's good. Trey Tinsley with a three, that helped. It's down to a 7-point game, 4:25 to go in the first half.
That's 2 straight threes for Tinsley.
23 with a three-point shot up, no good. And E-Town arguing over the ball, and somebody fouled. And that was a pretty stupid foul because there was nobody going to get it except Elizabethtown. There was 2 kids fighting for it. That wasn't bright. And with the foul was number 30, Khalid Minor. And at the line for 2 is Michael Lee. First one's good, and that was a 1-and-1. No, it was 2.
Yeah, it was 2
that
shots.
Was right.
They're in the double bonus.
I was right the first time before I was wrong. They don't believe they're going to get any rebounds, and they don't have anybody at the line to worry about it on this side. And that second one was good, and we're down to 5 points. E-Town trying to make a nice, and they forced a steal for some reason. I didn't see anybody doing anything and we have a timeout. Jefferson says, it's time for us to take a little timeout, and we'll just take us a full one. So let's take a 30-second break, folks. We'll be back with West Kentucky Community and Technical College Invitational Basketball. All right, Justin, give us a little rundown. Who's the top scorer for each team right now?
Well, it's pretty balanced for Jefferson right now. Eric Winburn has 6. Malik Dalton Jr. has 5. Carson King has 5. Jarrett Morgan has 4. It's pretty balanced. And for E-Town, Kyle Bryant is their leading scorer. He's got 8, and Trey Tinsley has 7. And the rest of the team has a couple baskets here and there.
Kyle's starting to play a lot better ball right now.
Yeah, once he gets that groove going, he really gets in that motion where you just can't stop him.
And the coach got his one of his kids had blood on his jersey, and he got his basket out so they can. Now, it's a good thing it ain't high school. We saw this one time at a St. Mary game. A guy changed his shirt on the bench, and that's a technical foul in high school. It probably is in this too, but since we don't really care about that kind of stuff,
it's more technical than anything else.
Yeah. Oh, Brian just gave the ball away, and Tinsley just decided, hey, he's going to lay it up if I don't stop him. So
I think that was a good foul.
Yeah.
Prevent the layup. Make him earn the free throws.
Yeah, that was Ryan Tinsley's first, and he was going to get 2. So let's make him earn it. That was just Ryan's first foul. So it's a good foul. Good foul. First shot up is good by Malik Dalton Jr.
Doesn't really work that well when the guy can hit free throws, though.
If he doesn't hit them both, it's a good foul.
It's a
good foul. And if he had to hit them both, folks, it would have been a smart foul.
Yeah. Give him nothing easy.
And Tinsley with the shot up. Three-pointer is good by Ryan Tinsley. And, folks, the Tinsley brothers have showed up. Wernan Dervish that did not, and go, and Winburn is lucky he didn't get a foul on that play. 2-point shot up, no good, and Winburn with the rebound. And Winburn is completely out of his jersey now. 11 with the shot up, it's good. Was that 11? That's not 11.
41.
41. I couldn't.
41.
All I could say it looked like 11. I knew it wasn't Brandon Hopcom. Ryan Tinsley. That was.
He's really feeling it.
Yeah.
Take a step back 3.
If he made it, then he'd really been looking good, but he didn't. And a silly foul. Almanza with the basket, and Michael Lee with the foul, and Michael just a little slow.
Yeah, both of his fouls have been slow rotation or not moving his feet fast enough.
And he goes to the bench with 2, and make the 3-point play, Alan Almanza. And that got it back up to an 8-point game. They got it down to 3, folks, but it's back up to 8. And Tinsley with the basketball, being guarded this time. They said, hey, we ain't letting you loose. And Trey Tinsley put it up, no good.
Took a deep 3.
Yeah. And 20 all the way down the court, lays it up and in. Matt Sloyan with a nice running layup.
I think it was the other 20. Alan Almanza.
Oh, yeah, Alan Almanza. Okay, I got my wrong one there. 3-point shot by Ryan Tinsley. And I'm going to tell you, folks, I had a little bit better look at it than the referees did. He's lucky he didn't get an extra one. He put that hand on his body. But that was one time they couldn't see it because the guy that did it had his back to the referees. Back to, they didn't like that. That was on number 5, Logan Calvert.
They must have seen something that we didn't.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
It was too far away for me to see it. At the line for 2 is Marcus Tolley. First one's up and good. Just creeped over the front of the rim. And second one's up and good. And that's a 9-point lead. 2 minutes to go in the first half. And bringing it down, looking for some way to get by the defender, and he's going to go. There he goes. A reverse layup. That was really a good shot by Jurian Royal. He went in hard and put it up on the other side. And Bryant with the steal. He's bringing it down, and oh, that was close. That was close. Couldn't quite put it in. That would have been a nice 2-point there. Walk. And of course, I know it'll shock you, Justin, but he didn't think he did it.
It's only a handful of times that they actually admit that they did something.
And only a hand. 7-point game with 1:08 to go in the first half. Ryan with the it's good. Brought it down to 4. 1 minute to go in the first half. Winburn with the ball. Gives it over. We're throwing and Winburn puts a 3 up. It's good. He ain't never seen a shot he didn't like. I remember him from the first game. No, he didn't play it.
Yeah, well,
that was another one of those gunners. We've seen a lot of gunners that love that basketball. Bryant is doing what he does best. Make things happen. And nice. He did everything nice on that one. There was 2 or 3 things he did good on that drive.
Pump fake, drive to the lane.
Pump fake, yeah.
Stop, lay it in.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Ryan Sizemore. Holy cow. And Winburn with a 3-pointer at the buzzer, and it's an 8-point game. At halftime, the score 47-39. And I said if they keep it under 10, they'd be in good shape, and I think I'm right. They got it under 10.
They got it under 10.
And I think that's good.
Yeah, we'll see how E-Town comes out the second half.
All right, let's take a couple-minute break here. This is West Kentucky Community and Technical College Invitational. Gary McLean.
McLean.
Yeah,
Gary
what did I write
McLean.
down McNeil for? Gary McLean's going to be down here in just a minute. I just gave him the
They say to come over.
word, and he is on his way. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll be back with first half stats from our stats guru. This is WKCTC Invitational Basketball. All right, folks, we're back with our stats guru, Gary. Tell me everything there is to know about the first half of that basketball game.
Well, the one thing I'm going to say, it was awfully bloody.
All the rest of the games put together wasn't as bloody as this one was, are they?
I mean, every time I turned around, it's like, okay, there goes another one out. Their nose is busted. There goes another one out. Their lips cut. There goes another one out. His legs hurt.
33.
Really?
33
Yeah.
was hurt.
Oh, he was hurt bad, and I'm not sure what actually happened with him. But
They collided.
did they collide?
Him and one, was it?
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, but they I know he had a big cut on his eye, and the other one I don't know. And then they had to take him out.
He was holding him up.
Yeah.
He was holding him up over there. I mean,
Yeah,
he
I don't
was
know.
he was hurting.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with that, but anyway, I hope they all get okay. You know,
Yeah,
especially
that
the one
was
they took
Brendan
out, so-
Rowland, and
Yeah.
folks, he was hurt bad.
Yeah, well, we won't get if moms and dads are listening, we don't want them to get them all stirred up.
No,
or
it
anything,
was
you know,
just
but
a bad concussion.
It was just a
You
bad
could tell.
collision, you know. So, all right, we've got Jarrett Morgan for Jefferson with 4 points. I got Eric Winburn, okay, at 15. We got Carson King with 2. We have Alan Almanza.
Almanza.
Okay, I look like I put an extra letter in there like usual, you know.
Yeah.
I've got 7 for him. Dalton has got 6. We've got Khalid Minor with 2. We have Chris McCraw with 3. Brandon Holcomb with 4, and Connor Hennis with 4 for 47 here at halftime.
It's easy for you to say.
Yeah, it's really easy for me to say. I just have to keep the points. I don't have to. I just have to go by numbers. All right. For E-Town, we've got Ryan Sizemore with 2. We got Trey Tinsley with 7. We got Logan Calvert with 0. Ryan Tinsley has 6. I think the brothers are having a shooting match there with the 3s. You know, so Carton has 0. Bryant has 11. Sloyan has 3. Whitehouse has 2. Royal has 4. And Miller did not score. Christian Hale had 2. Michael Lee had 2 for 39 points during that first half.
It looks like the Tinsley brothers are playing a lot better ball than they did the first time they played.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're playing a whole lot better. You know, they seem to. They've got a dead eye shot tonight. I think he only missed maybe one. You know, one of them. And so.
And E-Town started out really good and made about 3 straight turnovers. Mm-hmm. And 2 were within. They made 2 baskets really quick. Ended up taking a 6-5 lead when it looked like E-Town was really starting out good. So, it got up to about, I think the top score was 12.
Yeah, I think they was out by 12 there for a little bit.
And I thought that if they got it within 10, under 10, I thought that And it looked like they had a chance to tie the game a couple times.
They got her down to within 4, I think it was, something like that. It was very
3.
close there.
It was within 3, and,
okay, I got you.
they had a chance a couple times down the court to tie it up. And they ended up going down by 8. But I have a feeling that Bryant was really starting to turn on.
No, most definitely. He's turned on. He's got, I mean, that boy, he's got springs in his feet.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's got small legs, but let me tell you, I mean, he can jump. He can jump.
Absolutely. So. All right, let's take a couple-minute break. We'll be back with more WKCTC Invitational basketball action. Well, tell me what you think of the first half.
I think it was a good, entertaining first half. I think both teams came out pretty strong. I think E-Town really came out and executed their plan for the first couple minutes, and Jefferson started pressuring more. They got turnovers. They took the lead, and they're really wanting to run and gun. That's their game plan. And E-Town's starting to get back in the game with a couple threes. Kyle Bryant's starting to take over. The Tinsley brothers are starting to hit their threes. And it'll be interesting to see what happens in the second half.
The tallest man on the E-Town, as far as their published heights, are 6'4", and then a couple 6'3s". And I haven't seen Jefferson using or taking advantage of that height at all. Have you?
I've seen it a couple times. They got inside to Brandon Halcomb, and I saw a pretty nice post move by Chris McCraw, but since then they haven't gotten him the ball, or they haven't really forced the issue inside, which when they're playing a zone, it's really hard to get the ball down low, but I'd like to see more inside-out ball movement, get shooters open and get more ball movement going and looking inside to clear height advantage.
Yeah, I think that's right, and I think we're going to have to see more of Kyle Bryant in this second half, and we're going to have to see the Tinsleys continue to hit their shots.
Yeah, set shots too.
That's right.
Not a NBA range or step back fadeaway 3-pointers. They hit their set shots, but I don't remember them hitting a fadeaway or a step back or a.
No. In fact, they tried it one time. Remember,
did, yeah.
And it didn't turn out.
Yeah,
it was not pretty.
Yeah, but they can hit their set shots though. I give them that. They're great shooters when they're set.
There's a lot of ball players we've got out there, folks, that are big, but they're not very quick. And every one of those has been found so far in this game, haven't they?
Yeah, we can name a couple for each team.
50, Connor Hennis, I think he ended up with 2 fouls. He didn't really do
He had 1 foul.
1 foul.
Yeah.
Michael Lee had a couple. He's the
he's
tallest man on.
Yeah, he just got to move his feet a little more. He was
not too quick.
Yeah, he was reaching and getting fouls called on him just for not moving fast enough.
All right, let's take a couple minutes. We'll be back with second half action. This is WKCTC Invitational Basketball Action. All right, folks, we're back here at Hall's Gymnasium, and we're getting ready for the second half. And we only have one thing we're lacking. We don't have any referees out there.
I think you're right. Somebody needs to go knock on the door and get him back out here.
Yeah. They hit the buzzer a little bit, but it was a pitiful little effort. It wasn't much of a buzzer.
Maybe you should go talk to
I believe I could yell, and I know they'd hear me. And if they just hit that thing about 3 times, they'll be right out here. I think our cheerleader coordinator should have just went in there and smacked him on the back of the head, got him out here. I know all 3, and it wouldn't hurt either one of the 3.
Oh, no, not at all.
We're still waiting. Patiently, I would add. But I really think that E-Town has a chance to get back in this game. But they have got to play a smarter, more mistake-free game. They gave up a lot of points off turnovers.
Yeah, and points off turnovers, not just turnovers. They allowed points off of them. And I don't have the stats for the turnovers, but I'm pretty sure it was pretty one-sided one way of.
Oh, yeah. All right, folks, we're getting ready to toss it in. E-Town with the basketball first. Christian Hale throws it in to Bryant. Bryant over to Antone Miller. And into the game also Jurian Royal. And I can't see his number. He drove. Oh, a nice running one-hand shot up. That was good. That was number 20.
Matt Sloyan.
Matt Sloyan. And for Jefferson, on the steal, Bryant. And come on down, and Bryant ended up getting a little rebound basket. And knocked it down to 4-point lead.
Him and Miller almost collided getting that rebound.
Yeah, that was it could have been another one of those bloody things. Winburn with the drive. Throws it out, and I tell you, that was a crier right there. Alan Almanza. That thing didn't looked like it didn't want to go in and just kind of creeped over the rim. And it looked like a lot of people touched that. I didn't see anything, but they're going to give it back to E-Town.
Knocked off Jefferson's hand. They got lucky there.
Very lucky.
Aired pass.
And they're throwing it around the outside. And Mr. Sloyan just couldn't hardly get a hold of it. He finally did. He throws it in. And on the drive, lays it in. Number 20, Matt Sloyan with another one. Down in a hurry. And I'll tell you, if they wasn't going to block that, they were never going to block another shot. And did he call a timeout? Yes, he got a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout for Elizabethtown. It's a 49-45 game, and E-Town has come out ready to play in the second half.
Yeah, they really came out. They got probably a good halftime speech from his coach, letting them know, stop turning the ball over and more intensity.
And really, that's it.
Yeah.
Just quit turning over the ball.
Yeah. Once they get good possessions, they've scored each time.
That's right. You're absolutely right. Folks, tonight is the last night for Justin Draffin. He's got things he has to be out of town on tomorrow, and we'll have a special guest tomorrow for our 2 games.
Yeah, I found out who the special guest is, and he definitely is special.
He's special.
Yeah. One of my favorite people in the world.
I think the world of him. And if you want to know who it is, you'll have to check us out tomorrow and find out. I have interviewed him already this year. And that was not a good shot. If that thing went in, it would have been almost circus time. And Winburn with a shot up, no good. Whoa, he knocked him down. They may not have, they did call a charge. I was going to say that may not have been a charge, but he just turned around and knocked him down.
Well, when the tallest guy on the court runs into the smallest guy on the court, there's going to be
Yeah, he probably didn't even see him.
Yeah.
And with the foul, that's number 35, Chris McGraw. That's his second. And Bryant throws it in to Antone Miller. Antone Miller bringing it down. And it was tipped and over to, he's going to try to drive it up. And that was just that was bad all the way around. He stepped out of bounds before he charged him and away.
Well, it looked like he had an open 3. I think he was wanting to drive to the basket instead, but I think he should have taken that open 3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a mistake. And with the rebound, Sloyan.
That was a good rebound. Bryant was boxed out.
Miller comes down, throws it off the glass, and there was no chance for that to go. No chance at all. That was an odd dribble there. Do it outside, and that was a walk.
Yeah.
Man, that was so. And the coach is looking at him like, hey, son, you walked.
Yeah, that was
Great.
He took 2 steps to 49.
49-45. They weren't getting what they needed to out of the point guard. And he's driving down the middle, Sloyan. And shot up, no good. Dribbling down the court. 2 points, shot up, it's good, and Mr. That was one over Jerry Royal. I don't know how he got hit.
I saw it before. He jumped over the middle. I don't know if the call fell on him or not.
Well, it might have stepped on him. I think really whistles. No, they didn't have a. But they had to yell him out of the game. Jerry and Royal.
That's a pretty heavy footprint when he gets stepped.
That's a big fella right there.
Yeah. sure if he's 6'9" big, but he's still pretty
Yeah, I'm
big
not
guy.
sure he's that tall either. Oh, he threw it away. They're back to their old ways. They're throwing it away.
Hey, that was a good hustle to get back on.
It was just lucky that he. Oh, and Mr. McGraw said, "No, sirree." Their decision making in this second half is not good, Justin. They need to straighten out their decision making. Maybe they need Bryant to be doing a little bit more of the ball handling. And they stole it back.
There's no lack of hustle right now for E-Town. They're really getting after the ball on both sides of the court.
And they're on the outside. No problem with the shot clock. 20 seconds to go. Sloyan throws it out to 32. No good. And now, if he sees this on replay, he'll understand this. He just kept moving him and just touching him until he finally had to touch him to get the rebound. And Carson King just is, Ryan Sizemore is not going to fail to get called on any of those. And with the layup, McGraw, and that's an 8-point lead, and I think this coach for Elizabethtown needs a timeout.
That's close to a 5-second call.
He yelled timeout. They didn't give it to him, so. And he says, they're not moving at all. They have made more. If it hadn't been for their defense, they'd really be in bad shape.
Yeah.
They've given the ball over, what, half a dozen times so far?
Yeah, I can't keep count, but it's been a lot.
And we haven't played 5 minutes in the second half, folks.
That turnover, nobody was moving. They were jogging
and E-Town with another good defensive play coming down the court. Man, there's another one. And with the layup, number 23, Malik Dalton Jr. 10-point lead. And Ryan Tinsley.
And there's that timeout.
They finally called that timeout that they should have called a little bit earlier, don't you think? All right, let's take a 1-minute break. This is West Kentucky Community and Technical College Invitational Basketball. Well, for E-Town's sake, I hope they got it straightened out on their turnovers because they're really making a lot of turnovers. Ryan Tinsley with the basketball. He gives it over to Matt Whitehouse. And they're back to Ryan Tinsley.
That was a good shot fake.
I'll tell you, that is tough to do, folks. You make a fake, drop it, put it back up. It's tough to make that shot, and he made it. They needed that one bad. All right, they're throwing it around the outside, trying to find somebody open. And with the steal, Sloyan. And they turn it over. No defense at the basket at all.
Oh, they have the other guys on the fast break.
Yeah, Almanza. And we have a timeout on the court. And it's a 30-second timeout. We just keep it here.
Well, they had a nice turnover, then came back down and turned it over themselves.
It's a 9-point lead right now, 57-48. It was 8 when we started this half. They have made at least half a dozen turnovers. They're not taking care of the basketball. They're not making good decisions, and they're only down 9.
Hey, that's a praise if you're the coach right now that you're only down 9 with that many turnovers.
That's right. Absolutely. It's amazing to me. I don't see how a team can look so bad and not really lose any more than 1.5 points.
It's definitely not like a hustle. I mean, both teams are hustling pretty hard. It's just the execution of the plays and the.
Ryan throws one way down the court to Bryant, and he is hacked. He was hacked. He was hit big time on that one. He didn't make it, and if he'd have made it, he'd been one lucky individual. And that foul was on, I think, 25, was it? No, there ain't no 25. 35. Chris McGraw with his third.
E-Town's coach was begging for an intentional there.
And at the line for 2 is Matt Bryant. First shot up and good. Into the ball game, Dominique Davis coming out. Khalid Minor. And the second one's up and good. 7-point game. Throwing it around the outside, trying to find somebody open. I don't have to get too close to him. He's in another time zone.
Well, they're playing looks like a matchup zone. They have they're pushing outside in the zone.
It takes some quick people to play a matchup zone right. And with the 3-point shot up, no good. And a 2-point little, they got the rebound. Shouldn't have got the rebound, but they did. Even when they do something right, it turns out wrong. 3-point shot up. It's good. And that Matt Whitehouse with the 3. It's down to 6 points.
But I was going to mention earlier on that matchup zone when they're pushing out, they have 35 inside, posting up that one-on-one that could easily go for a post move. They just weren't looking for him.
Marcus Tolley's into the game for Jefferson. Throwing it around the outside. Ryan. Winburn, he was bodied. They let it go, but he was bodied. And a steal by Bryant. I was going to say, if that wasn't out of bounds, then the black line wasn't out of bounds.
I was going to say the same thing.
He finally saw the same thing we did. And E-Town over to Bryant. Now, my opinion is if they have Bryant handling the basketball, they're better off. What about you?
Yeah, he just has that quick first step, and the jumper hasn't really come to him yet, but he has that first step that helps him.
Oh, and he goes in for the layup, and he's fouled on the play. And this game's getting a touch closer. With the basket was Jurian Royal, and he's going to be trying to complete the 3-point play.
That's 4 fouls on Chris McCraw.
Chris McGraw is big enough that he looks like one of those, you'll say that it looks like he's got 2 fouls before he checks into the ball game, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he's big.
Big guy.
He's a football lineman type big. And he completes the 3-point play. 3-point lead by Jefferson. And they're trying to get it inside. And, I thought he had that steal. 24, Marcus Tolley with the basket. I thought they had that steal.
Yeah, I did too. Once he went for it, there was nobody to help on defense. So
it was an easy layup from there. And Brian with the basketball, looking over the defense. He's got the big guy. He just take him. Ooh. I said he just take him. And with the 3-point shot up, it's good. And it's a 2-point game. Jefferson up by 2. And Dominique Davis with the 2, and they were begging for an extra one, and I think they were right.
Yeah, White House got lucky they didn't call.
Blocking on that. Blocked it. That's that height. And a 3-point shot up is good. And it's back to a 7-point lead. See, that's how quick it comes when you got that 3-point shot. It was down to 2, and now it's back up to 7. 66-59, 11 minutes to go in the game. He's dribbling that thing, but he's not doing anything with it. And he puts a little jump shot up. It's good. Ladies and gentlemen, that didn't look like anything until he put that shot up.
Yeah, he was dribbling in place for about 3 seconds.
Not a good place either. 3-point shot up, no good. Whoa! And the runaway freight train. Marcus Tolley. He got that body moving in one direction, and he just couldn't do anything about it. Marcus Tolley, let's see now, what is that for him? They don't have it up there yet. How many is that for Tolley? And Bryant with the basketball, and he didn't go up against that big guy again. And, I thought he had that one, and he ran into his own man. He's down. He's hurt. And Coach wanted to say something about we wanted to, we had the basketball. Well, I don't care what the rules are or what they're not. We get somebody hurt, we need to stop the game.
Yeah.
And if they didn't get hurt, they missed a good chance because they another time collided. That's the second time in the game that
teammates have collided.
Yeah.
But back on Tolley, it's actually Hennis. They switched jerseys.
Oh,
because he
that's right. Yeah.
He had blood on it. So now Tolley's not even playing. He's sitting on the bench with a long sleeve shirt on.
Okay. And so which one is it now? Hennis is the one that's number.
Yeah, so he's number 24 now.
24, okay.
And he has 2 fouls on him.
And we'll just mark Tolley out here for a while.
Yeah.
He wasn't exactly a real quick finesse ball player anyway. I don't think they're going to miss a lot there. They got a lot of kids that can't move that are big.
Yeah.
All right, Winburn with the basketball. Throws it around the outside. Trying to get a shot was Carson King. And Hennis puts it in. Wow, I'll tell you, that kid came from nowhere and got that rebound. That was a hustle rebound.
Yeah, it was.
Shots up, 3-point shot up, and it hit nothing.
It might have been tipped. Number 41 was out there.
And number 3 with a run, and Carson King with the 2. It's back up to 9 points, 9.5 minutes to go in the game.
It looks like they're really playing a tight man on Tinsley.
Bryant throws it inside, and you just can't do that, son. You can't do that, Brennan Halcomb. Into the ball game for J-Town.
Jefferson.
Alan Amanza and Brennan Rowland.
It's from Jeffersontown.
Yeah.
College is called Jefferson.
And with the basketball, Sloyan trying to find
It's Miller.
Antone Miller with the basketball. Over to Ryan Tinsley. Ryan Tinsley throws it inside. And a lousy shot.
He leaned in.
Winburn all the way down. And if you want to know anything about Winburn, Winburn is Jefferson's Dordoy.
Yeah, I think that's a good comparison there.
And E-Town with a steal. Bryant coming down. Back to Bryant. 3-point shot up. No good. Jefferson with an 11-point lead. And he couldn't make the layup, and I don't think, be honest with you, that Ryan Tinsley did a lot to keep him from making that layup either.
Yeah,
it was like a gnat on a bull's butt.
That's a comparison there.
he was out of his league on that one. But he did.
That was a good
Malik
foul.
Dalton Jr. missed it, so that was a good foul. In the ball game for E-Town, number 32, Christian Hale. And made it 73-61. 8 minutes to go in the game. Antone Miller with the ball, driving in. He's done that a couple times. He's really made a good effort. The only problem is he ain't coming close to a layup.
Well, it looks like he's trying to draw contact, and he's putting too much force into it, thinking he's going to get hit.
And here's a kid's going to have to make it work, and I don't know if he's got it in him. He was fouled a half dozen times, looked like coming down the court. And that was Bryant. And it's a 10-point lead, 7.5 minutes to go. And with the miss and with the rebound, Jefferson. Winburn. Back to Winburn. And with the shot, Malik Dalton Jr. with the 2.
That was just good basketball. Good driving kick and driving pass
and
off.
over to Ryan Tinsley. 3-point shot up, no good. And back over to Ryan Tinsley. And a nice little shovel shot. That was nice. Christian Hale with a good shot there. But it's still a 10-point lead. Three-point shot up, no good. Ryan Tinsley with the basketball gives it to Bryant. Bryant needs to be the one with that basketball the rest of the way. He gives it over to Antone Miller, and I'm sorry, folks. My opinion is they're not going to win unless the man's got the ball right now, keeps it, and makes some good decisions. And there's a foul on the play. There was 2 people in the area. I don't know who got the call, but
That looks like they're calling it on Eric Winburn.
Eric Winburn. That's his first. At the line, Christian Hale. First shot up, no good. Into the ball game for Jefferson. Dominique Davis, and trying one more time. Chris McGraw.
We'll see how long he can stay in these.
Yeah, let's see how long. He's got 4 fouls. Second shot up, no good.
Well,
And McGraw missed the rebound. Ryan Tinsley throws it inside, and he was going for contact. There was a lot of contact on that play. And they got a body call. It looked like on Logan Calvert.
Well, free throws are gonna have to make free throws to win this game.
Yeah.
Have a chance to come back.
All right, we have a timeout in the court, and it should be a full timeout.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a. Is it a full one?
Yeah, full
Okay,
timeout.
let's take a minute break. This is West Kentucky Invitational basketball action. Where all the players are. All right, folks, we're back here with basketball action. We're 6:01 to go in the game. 10-point lead by Jefferson. And it's pretty simple. E-Town is going to have to start doing everything good that they've been doing bad. And pretty much everything in this second half has been turnovers, allowing layups, just not playing good ball.
Well, when they cut down on the turnovers, they got within.
And there we go with a three-point shot. Carson King with 3, 78-65. And Bryant with the drive, no good. No good on the shot by Davis. 3-point shot up, no good. McGraw, no good. And, whoa! If somebody didn't get hurt that time, there's a good chance. 2 of them hit it. There's padding there, but that padding is
still hard.
awful hard. For E-Town, Christian Hale, he got hit pretty good there.
Well, it's good to see Jury and Royal back in the game after a apparent leg injury.
Yeah, he just got hit hard too. This has been a very rough game.
A lot of injuries. Very physical, rough game.
And Ryan Tinsley getting ready to throw it in. And they didn't see him grab that jersey, did they? Logan Calvert with the basketball. Ryan Tinsley throws it inside. Throws it back out to Mr. Bryant. Shot up, no good. McGraw with the basketball. 3-point shot up. It's no good. And with the rebound, Jefferson. Those 3-point shots, it's hard to figure out where the rebound's going to come. And McGraw finally put it in. I'm telling you, McGraw kept trying to get a close-in shot, and he finally got one.
Well, when you're down there long enough, you'll eventually get one.
Yeah, it's a 15-point lead. And Tinsley with the basketball. Over to Bryant. Bryant Nah, you can't reach around a guy and not touch him. That's almost impossible. You got to have some long arms for that.
Yeah, that's almost always a foul if you're reaching from behind and wrapped around them.
And that foul was called on Dominique Davis. That's his second. He's out of the game. Everybody's looking around at everybody. All I know is Bryant's going to shoot a free throw or two in just a second. And he's wandering all over the place. We don't know what's going on. Tuck your shirt in, son. It's the 1-and-1. Logan Calvert. First shot up, it's good.
That's Logan Calvert's first point of the game.
And here he goes with his second attempt. It's up and good. They need a lot more of those. And I'm not sure that E-Town has got the ambition to what it's going to take to get back in this game. What do you think?
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of rebounding. First of all, no turnovers. You got to make your free throws.
Yeah, that number. Carson King was just out of control.
Yeah, he was looking for somebody, but there's no control there.
And they're pressing full court. And whatever got you a lead, you need to keep doing it.
That's right.
Antone Miller with the basketball. He doesn't look like he's in a hurry, and he needs to be.
Yeah. A little over 3 minutes.
Sloyan with the drive, throws it in. This kid's looked pretty good. He's done a pretty good job. How many points he got?
Sloyan's got 7.
Seven?
7 for the game.
Wow. He's playing a pretty good game. He ain't not scoring a lot, but he's working at it.
Well, that's got to be the over at least half a dozen offensive rebounds for Jefferson.
And with the foul is number 30, I think he said.
Coach is telling
Antone Miller.
Telling his player to play above the talk.
Yeah.
Between the players. Don't let the talking get to you.
Well, this I guess must be have to be some talking too. There's been everything else in this game. And we're throwing it around the outside, trying to find somebody open, and Winburn gives it up. And on the drive is number 3. Beautiful, beautiful shot. Ryan Carson King with a beautiful, beautiful little drive and little finger roll. Bryant goes in and does what he should have been doing this whole game. It's 11-point lead, 2:25 to go in the game, and I think it's just a matter, unless somebody gets lucky, it's just a matter of what the final score is. Because, quite frankly, E-Town doesn't look like they've got what it takes to get back in the game. And we've got a timeout on the court. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it here. Am I right or wrong? Do you see anything in that Elizabethtown team to show you that they could come back?
On that one, they're giving off offensive rebounds. First half it was turnovers. Second half it's been rebounds, and they're not that badly outnumbered or out height. I mean, they aren't that undersized, and they're just not boxing out. I've seen a couple times where he just let him box him out, get the rebound, and dribble out for a new position, and that's really killing him right now.
Turning it over way too much, too, the whole game. Turning it over way too much.
They've slowed down the turnovers a
something
little
on the
bit.
floor out there. What is that?
Yeah, it looks like a Band-Aid.
And he stepped on it.
He stepped on it, and now it's on his shoe.
Did he not get the memo that they didn't want to throw in? Russ Hall just. And we had a little problem with the Band-Aid on Mark Young's shoe. But he got it off. Everything's good again.
It's one way to get it out off the court.
Yeah. All right. Throw in. And bringing it down the court. Throws it over a little jump shot. And they can't get the rebound. And he's amazed. Matt Whitehouse is amazed, but all he did was just hit him.
I've never understood why they bring the arms down, hit them, and then bring the arms right back up like they did.
Yeah.
Bring it down.
Yeah.
I've always wondered why they do that.
And VQ is the coach for Elizabethtown, and he doesn't understand how this team can be playing the way it's playing, and I pretty much agree with it. The first shot up by McGraw. It's good. And second shot. Up and no good. And Bryant with the rebound. Bryant can sky. This had been the best game I've seen Bryant play.
And that was good defense to get back and recover off because he drove right past number 20, and Amanza just recovered for a great block.
Yep, did a good job. E-Town's basketball, throws it in on the drive. No good. See, that's if you want to get back in a game, you've got to hit those and make the free throws.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be swapping buckets with this bunch.
Yeah, but you got to get defensive stops, especially. That's going to be 5 fouls on Chris McCraw.
He lasted longer than I thought he would, didn't he?
Yeah, he lasted 4 minutes.
I think that was a lot better than I thought they'd get out of him. He'd been hitting the fouls pretty hard, hot and heavy. Now he's got 2 more shots again. He had one practice, and he missed it. Let's see if he can make a couple. Whitehouse. First one up. Good.
McCraw finished with 10 points.
That was a good effort because he looked out of control quite a bit in the game, and all of a sudden, when he came back in, he started playing a little bit better. And the second shot's up and good. 10-point lead, 2 minutes to go. Winburn throws it down, gives it over to 41. Brandon Halcomb with the dunk. Thank you very much. 12-point lead.
He looks like a football player converted basketball.
Oh, yeah. 20, shot up, no good. The same thing all over again. Sloyan makes a shot, and Winburn got hit. He's, we won't say where. He just got hit.
Yeah.
Sloyan with the first shot up. It's good. Into the ball game for Jefferson, Dominique Davis. And McGraw gave him a glass of water. I don't think that's going to help him, but. And bringing it down the court. And they still want some more, and that's a charge. There was just he didn't think he charged because he never saw the guy.
Yeah.
He never even looked his way. He didn't look to see where he was going, and now he doesn't think he got fouled. I mean,
although that is the second or third time I've seen Whitehouse flop on the
that time.
Yeah.
I'm one of those that says if a guy hits you and you go down, it's a foul, one way or the other.
I'm just a big advocate for non-flopping rules.
Well, I'm not as much on that. I'm not sure they really know what flopping is. This definition they try to throw up there. 10-point lead, 1:22 to go. At the line for two, Matt Whitehouse. First one's up and good. Into the ball game for E-Town, number 20, Matt Sloyan, number 30, Antone Miller. And coming down the court. Throwing it around the outside. And that's what they need to do now. They've got an 8-point lead. You come to me. You get my best men with the basketball. Throwing it around, dribbling it around, doing what they need to do, killing some time. And see, that's what drives a coach crazy. You get it under 10 seconds on the shot clock, and somebody makes a foul. If you're going to foul earlier than that. And that's another ball player with 5 fouls. That's Antone Miller, his 5th. 1-1. And the first shot up and no good. And I don't know what happened over there. Something. They had a collision and people fell all over the floor, and I have no idea. Except the man that had the inside should have been the one fouled. Right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what you argue about there. As odd as this sounds, Jefferson has played so bad in the last couple of minutes that if he makes both of these, it'll be a 2-possession game.
You're right. It's hard to think about. I mean, it was just a 15-point game. Now if he makes 2 shots.
And it wasn't 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And it's not that they've been doing so good. It's Jefferson has been doing so bad. And it's a 6-point game.
If E-Town gets a couple stops and hits a couple threes, they can get back into this.
And a layup by 23. I think that's all you need right there. Malik Dalton Jr. with the layup for the... And there was a foul on the play.
They called out Brendan Halcomb.
The guy, when he went up, it looked like Sloyan got knocked to the floor, and somebody knocked him to the floor.
Yeah, but they're calling a foul on the putback rebound.
Yeah.
But you got to make the free throws.
And that put it to a 3-possession game, and 30 seconds to go, that's kind of tough. And he missed them both. Wow. And we have a foul on the floor. Who's it on? It's on Bryant. First shot up. Good. That's for Alan Almanza. He hasn't, I don't think he scored too much in this game, has he?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's 14 for the game.
14. Man, he's done it. Smoke and mirrors.
They
need to get a 3 up real quick. Three-point shot up. No good. And Bryant tried to get a rebound, got his hand in there and knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they're just going to dribble the clock out now.
I think that's about it. And the final score in this game, 88-79. The winners, the Jefferson Community and Technical College over E-Town. And E-Town will be playing at 2 o'clock tomorrow. And Jefferson will be playing in the championship game. So we'll take a minute break, and we'll be back with hopefully with our stats guru, and then we'll go with a couple. We'll see if we can't get our two coaches to give us a little bit of a we'll come back with some interviews and with the scoring. And this is West Kentucky Community and Technical College Invitational Tournament action. All right, folks, we have our Elizabethtown coach here. Where did everything go wrong in this game, Coach?
You know, it's a maturity thing. We have a very young team, and it really comes down to the mental focus for us. If we're mentally focused, we're a very hard team to beat. And we've had Division I JUCOs across the country. We played top 10. We've had them down at halftime when we're mentally focused. When we're not mentally focused, we're our worst enemy. And tonight, you know, we're not going to, give all the credit to JCTC. You know, they did a phenomenal job. They know that we're a little bit soft on the inside, and they attacked our weakness, but yet, us being a young team, we just didn't stay mentally focused.
You started out the game really good, 5-0.
Right.
And then 2 or 3 of the absolute most unnerving, I know you're sitting over there biting nails.
Yes.
Turnovers,
yep.
And they're up 6-5.
Like that.
That's right.
A split second, a couple bad shots, a couple selfish plays, not working the system, not working the offenses, putting me before the team. You're down 6-5 before you can blink an eye. And, that's part of the maturity process that we have to go through as a young team.
Well, hopefully you'll get to play in this tomorrow's first game. You get to play the Earl Clements, but we'll see how we'll see how that works out.
If I tell you, the Earl Clements is a good team. They're young, they're developing as well, and it's going to come down to what team shows up tomorrow for ECTC. We're going to sit back and watch a great basketball game with West Kentucky Tech. Coach Potts done a phenomenal job with what he has this year, and we really wanted to have a crack at Coach Potts and the Stars, and so we're kind of disappointed, but at the same at the same point, we only have ourselves to blame at this moment, and it's very hard as a coach. But hats off to JCTC. They accomplished their mission.
Now, Coach, I'm going to say one more thing.
Yes, sir.
You heard me in the first game absolutely extol the virtues of Bryant.
Yes.
He didn't have his game today.
No. He, a maturity thing again. He's a great player. He is going to be an even better player. But it's part of the maturation. All these guys are all are true freshmen. No one with experience. Some of these guys didn't even start on their high school teams. So it's been an adjusting period for them to maintain that mental focus and to understand what their role is when they're in the game. And tonight, Kyle Bryant, who's been true trooper for us all year long, gets the job done. There's a little bit of lack of focus there, and we were just out of rhythm, with that.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. And the name of the game on this one, folks, was turnovers. Because you were in the game without, just half of the turnovers. It was just the first
terrible.
and the second half was brutal to watch because I know you told them different.
Yeah. You don't take my blood pressure right now. I'll be on my way to the hospital.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow night. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll be back with the Barons player of the game. This is West Kentucky Community and Technical College Invitational Tournament basketball action. All right, I have with me Matt Whitehouse. You had 9 points in the game, and just what did you think about the game altogether?
Well, it's all about mental toughness for us. We're all fairly young. I think we have one player 23, the rest of us are 18, 19. And it's like Coach said, we're really immature out there and we don't block out. They played a heck of a game. They did all the small things right. Just got to give it to them.
Well, you had a decent game. If everybody else had done as good as you, it would have been a little bit different score out there. So, what do you play this game tomorrow? What are you going to do between now and then to see that the rest of the team is as focused as I think you were?
Well, I think it's my job as a captain, one of the captains, to just try and get them to just focus on the small things. Blocking out is 100% our biggest weakness.
They ate you alive on the rebounds.
We can't allow that. We got to give them one shot and that's it.
Well, that's what I wanted to hear because as a captain, you have to take responsibility no matter how you play, that the rest of the team plays good too. And I'm glad to hear that. And you did a good job out there. Didn't work out the way it could have, but we'll see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
All right. Thanks for having me.
All right. This West Kentucky Community and Technical College Invitational Tournament. Let's take a minute. We'll be back with more action. All right, folks, I'm here with Coach
Norris, like Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. It's Travis Norris, though. And tell me what you thought of this game. But first, I want to know how that 33 is.
33's doing good. Him and Jared, number 1. They both have some pretty deep gashes. A couple of stitches. They'll be back for tomorrow championship game.
33 had a concussion.
He had a good one, man. Yeah. But he'll be okay. He's a tough kid. He's from Indiana. You know, they make nothing but tough ball players over there. But he should be okay. Yeah, they just sent us pictures. They're smiling in the emergency room, so they're having a party there.
I tell you, I was worried about him because he couldn't even get up and walk off after they did some work with him over there. He couldn't even walk off. They had to carry him to the locker room.
Yeah. And you know what? They're smiling. They're up to beat. So hopefully he'll be ready for the championship game. And if not, we'll win it for him. Hopefully.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Tell me what you thought of the game.
I think it was a hard-fought game. Of course, we played this team 2 times, and we split during the season. One at our home, and then won another one. They beat us when they were at their home, so it was a tough-fought game. You saw all the blood going on. There was a lot of blood. It's like a Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson type of fight. It seemed like, but good competition. I don't think we executed well down the stretch, which we're going to have to do differently if we play WKCTC or this other team. We're going to have to do a better job.
Well, in all fairness, I said the game was over with 2 minutes to go because it looked like you were doing everything. You had a nice lead, and all of a sudden I looked up, and two possessions, and the game's tied.
Well, it's been like that for us all year, man. I mean, we're big, and so sometimes we get penalized for that. They call fouls that I don't think are the fouls. So tell my guys, just move your feet, and hopefully we can pull some games out. Now tomorrow, either one of these teams can beat us if we play like we did tonight. So we're going to go back to the drawing board in the hotel tonight.
Yeah, McGraw, I was surprised when he came back in the game. He stayed in with 4 fouls for 4 minutes. And I'll be honest with you, I said over here it was just a matter of time when he came in the floor because he wasn't wasting no time getting fouls.
Well,
played good.
That's right. He plays physical. He's actually a transfer. A lot of Division I's are looking at him, Purdue, WKU. We're just trying to get his motor going so that he can play at a different level. But he has to learn how to do that because against these guys, they're going to be physical tomorrow, so he has to be able to play smart.
Oh, yeah. But if there was anything physical, we just saw it in that game. All right, folks, we'll be back with the player of the game, and this is WKCTC Invitational Basketball Action.
All right, thank you. Thank you, bud. Appreciate it.
All right, folks, I'm here with our player of the game. It's Eric Winburn. He had 14 points, put up a lot of shots, hit a few, and they handled the ball well. And I thought after the first few minutes, you really started playing team ball and playing the way the coach probably wanted you to play from the start.
Yes, sir. They was in a 2-3 zone, so he was talking about a lot this week, just penetrating, getting our shooters open. So I really just try to involved after I took those first 4 threes, and was missing. But, coach just kept telling us to penetrate, find our shooters, we'll have success. So we did that tonight.
Because last time I checked, the point guard is supposed to make the rest of the team better.
Right.
And I'll be honest, I was watching that, and the first 2 shots put up, I said, that's not going to get it.
Yeah.
And you made one, and I said, well, that's fine, but he's got to make the – and
Right.
you started making the rest of the team better.
Right.
And that's the important part.
Yep. You know, Coach always elaborates, you know what I'm saying? Point guard leads the team, you know, and
That's right.
he always tells me in the line, we got to take control of the team when we're on offense and defense, talking, you know, getting everybody where they need to be. So I just try to, you know what I'm saying, play my role and lead everybody, give everybody where they need to be, and just be vocal out there. Because, you know, Coach always needs another voice out there to give his opinion and a player's perspective too. So.
Well, I'll tell you, also, it's a good thing we don't have any real big bleeders out there because there was a lot of blood.
Oh, yeah, you know, Brendan and Jared, that's our two starters, two of our top 5 leading scorers.
Yeah.
And, you know, once they went out, we had a band together as a team. And
33 was really hurt.
Yep. Yeah, that's probably our best player. You know, he's averaging a double-double. So when he went out,
you could tell which one of the two. Number one had a lot thicker head.
Yeah. Yeah, he had to.
All right.
He had to.
All right, let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with more action from West Kentucky Community and Technical College Invitational action. All right, folks, that's a wrap up on that first game. The final score was 88-73 over Elizabethtown. And Justin, I just think E-Town didn't come to play.
They can't. I would have thought they were when they started out. They had a couple of quick threes, a couple of good baskets, but once Jefferson put the pressure on them and started going by their game plan, Elizabethtown really broke down and started turning the ball over, not getting the rebounds, and we saw what the result was.
All right, folks, we'll be back in a minute or two, and this is Ken Dickerson.
That's from Justin Draffin.
Saying the final score in this game, Jefferson 88, Elizabethtown 73. This has been West Kentucky Community and Technical College basketball tournament action.